Hey folks, my sponsors City Traders Imperium have just launched some amazing changes to their funded trader program you got to check out. You can now skip the whole evaluation, trade gold as well as Forex, plus they've increased the drawdown you're allowed in both the evaluation and when funded. With CTI, it's even faster and easier to reach up to $4 million in funding with a 50 to 70% profit share. Click the link in the description to find out what else has changed. All right folks, Cam Hawkins here from Trading Nut. Welcome to this video where I'm going to talk you through the M&W pattern and automating it into a fully automated trading robot. So my members in my Robot Builders Club suggested it as a strategy to build as part of my robot lab, so that's what I did. You're going to see it here in action today. You're going to learn how it works today and some of the things that are built into the robot to make it work as well as it can. So it's pretty simple. It's actually pretty simple. Now there are a number of ways to cut the M&W pattern. So if we just have a look at the simple way that this sort of plays out. So this will be your M here. That's an M, and your W could be here. That's your W. So the market, and it's been said before on my podcast, is pretty much built up into M and W patterns. If you look around, you're going to see them all the time. Now, the problem you've got here is that you could also be looking at, like you could be saying, well, that's an M, isn't it? Well, that's an M, isn't it? So there's so many ways you can. Well, that's your W there. So there's so many ways you could actually cut this. So you've got to make a decision on how are you going to do this, and especially if you're going to automate it, how am I going to automate it? Now you can see here one of the trades is already in. So this is a sell trade. How did I get the sell trade as part of this? What looks like to be a wider M pattern here. Okay. It looks like I've picked it really well. It's an M pattern and I've got in. But how did I do that? Well, I'm going to show you the trick. So the trick with this was to really condense it down into candlesticks versus looking at the overall movement, which is very, very hard to sort of break down into an automated fashion. Now, there's probably a number of different other ways I could have done this, but I decided to do it this way. So you've got here an arrow, which is our setup arrow, and this doesn't really do anything. It just tells me that, okay, we've got a setup here. We're going to enter a penning order at the lows of the last three candles, which you can see here. So our penning order has been set up here based on that low, and you can see it there. Now, what else are we looking at here? So why have I identified this point as my setup? So let's jump out of this for a second and show you. So if we jump back to a line chart, it's going to be easier to see. So all I've done is really sort of utilized the closing prices, and I'm just going to show you on the screen here. So if we grab the line tool, zoom in a little bit, give ourselves a bit of space. So let's just draw out a few M's and W's. So if we go up here, that's the start of an M. Didn't finish off. That's the start of an M. Didn't convert. That's the start of an M. Didn't convert either. Now this one here, up, down, up. That looks like we have our M pattern forming. Perfect. So that's what I'm looking for, is at this point here, I know that if this leg comes down and breaks through this or closes below it, I've now got my M pattern here. Okay, same goes for W patterns. So this one's not ideal. So if you're just looking at every candle, it sort of stops there, but it actually does give you a W pattern here, and it goes on up. So this could be extended. This kind of trading strategy could be extended to account for the these candles in here which aren't quite matching the three candle move that I'm looking at. You could do some variations where you've got more candles allowed in this area here and more candles allowed in this area here between the peaks and the troughs of the W's or the M's. Hey, want to trade crypto and gold like the institutions? Well, you can, and it's free for 14 days with Sage Strategies, fully automated trading strategies. Check out their live track records for 25 unique strategies, plus they host everything for you, which is perfect for beginners to advanced traders or investors. Simply sign up for their 14-day free trial today to experience it for yourself. Now, so that's sort of what we're looking for. So let's jump out of this and go back to this. So we can see here that we've got our pattern, and I'll tell you how this is working so that we can actually get into our trade. So what we're doing here is we're saying, and I'll make this slightly smaller again, we're saying we start here, we go up, we go down, and we go up. Okay, at this point here, we are now looking to confirm, and I might actually redraw that. So you're starting here, you're going up, you're going down, you're going up. Now we're waiting to confirm. As we do, we're now at this point here, we're placing the order because we don't know if this candle is going to push up or if this candle is going to push down. So at that point here, we're placing the order, and we're putting the stop above the highest point of the last 3 candles. So we're finding, and these could all be set differently, but this is how I've done it. So the highest point of the last 3 candles is here, and we're going to put the stop at the lowest point of these last 3 candles, which is there. Sorry, the stop order. So we're waiting for the price to come through and penetrate that, and we're giving it however many candles we want to be active. So in this case, I've only given it 1 candle. So after 1 candle, it deletes the order and we can't take it. But in this case, comes straight down, tags us in, and we're in that trade. Now, what I found with this particular strategy is it tends to go more than 1R. So this is 1R. It tends to go 2R, in fact, more often than not. Well, I lie. It's not more often than not. It gives you a better result if you go for 2R than 1R every single time. So 2R will happen probably about 30-40% of the time. You'll get 2R. So I've been running this for probably about a month, and the count is down slightly, but it's got 2 runners at the moment that are in market. This one here, which is heading towards profit, assuming it continues. And then also we had one on, where was it, CJ, which was a buying opportunity. So that was a sell, this is a buy. Let's have a look at how this plays out. Slightly different. So if we just go print screen here, and I'll show you. So it's slightly different in terms of, we've got the stop here at the very bottom of the wick. Now, why is it different from the other one? It's because we're looking for the lowest point of the last 3 candles of that setup. So the setup has happened here. We've gone down, we've gone up, we've gone down, and we've now broken through that point there, which was the lowest point of the last 3 candles. We've entered our order and we're away. So there's no trailing or anything like that. It's literally saying we are hoping that we go double this to get to our take profit level somewhere up there. Hey guys, ever wonder what broker I use? Well, I use these guys, Hanko Trade. Look, it was a no-brainer for me because I was looking for a broker with really good trading conditions and one without any leverage restrictions. Look, also, by joining Hanko Trade, I was able to cut my cost of trading significantly with their super low commission of $1 per 100K. Look, if you want to find out more, check out hankotrade.com, or there is a link in the description. It's as simple as that, but there are a few extra things that I've built into this just to make it a little bit more flexible. One is the ability to trade either long or short. So I know you can turn this on and off with MT4, but MT5 you can't. So what you need to do is sort of build that in. So 0 equals both, 1 equals long, and 2 equals short. What I found was sometimes some strategies just tends to work a lot better than going one direction than the other for this particular pattern. Now the time frame, so with MT5 we can trade all sorts of different time frames. You see here that we've got this running on a 2 hour, we've got it running on a 3 hour and a 4 hour. So it just gives you way more I suppose scope to find profitable opportunities for this kind of robot if you're trading on MT5. So you can see the 3 hour strategy running there, and you got your 4s, and then obviously this one's running on a 2. High-low candle, so you can actually check the distance that you want to check your highest and lowest candle. So in this case we've got 5, so you could actually go back a lot further if you did want to find candles that are potentially poked through and giving you a further high or a low to set your stop. And then order entry, so this is where we're entering straight on the next candle, but you could set it to stay there for a day or 2 days and pick up more orders. Take profit percent, that's your 2R, and then how much you want to risk per trade as well. So it's a pretty simple robot. The next one that I've got coming out is actually very complex, a lot more complex than this. So stay tuned, and I'll be showing you how that one works very soon. Now, before I do, I just want to let you know, if you do want to get your hands on this, it's part of my robot Builders Club. So you've got to join my Robot Builders Club. You get it as part of that. It's called my Robot Lab, and there's probably 30-40 robots in there that you can get all pre-built. You import them into the FX Streamer software. You can edit them, change them how you want with the skills you learn in my Robot Builders Club, where I basically teach you how to build fully or semi-automated trading robots. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in another video of Trading Up. Remember, hit subscribe, hit like, and click on that notifications bell. Click all so you get notified when future videos like this go live.